Today I'm making a quite comfort food, an Ottoman-inspired soup with leeks, potatoes, slow-cooked beef and a gentle yogurt terbiye. Simple ingredients, deep nourishment. Bone broth is one of those simple things that quietly does so much for us. It's rich in collagen, nourishing for the body, and it makes every dish taste deeper and fuller. I've been using bone broth a lot in my kitchen these days, especially while my daughter is recovering from surgery. Today I'm making it with lamb bones, but you can easily use beef or chicken bones as well. I first sear the bones on both sides. This step adds so much flavor. Then I add water, a little salt, and let it slowly simmer on low heat for about 3 to 4 hours. You can add vegetables at this stage, but I prefer to keep the broth clean and simple, and build the soup later. Of course, if you are using ready-made broth or stock, you can easily skip ahead to the next step, which is just as simple. As the broth gets close to being ready, I start preparing the vegetables. I'm using 3 medium potatoes, 2 leeks, and a couple of cloves of garlic. Once the bones have given all their flavors to the broth, I remove them and strain the broth carefully, just to make sure there are no small bones left. Then I add the vegetables directly into the clean broth, adding enough hot water, and let them cook until they are soft. In this bowl, I have some slowly cooked beef shank. I gently pull it apart into small pieces, which we say didiklemek in Turkish. Alternately, you can also use some cooked ground beef or even chicken pieces. Roughly slicing my garlic, I don't want to overpower my soup, so I don't mash them and add them into the soup. Now comes the step that brings everything together, the yogurt and egg tempering. In a bowl, I mix about 1 cup yogurt with 1 egg yolk, about 2 tablespoons flour, and half lemon juice. Make sure to whisk while adding the lemon juice so it doesn't curdle. Then I will slowly add some of the hot broth to warm it up. Again, make sure to continue to stir while adding the warm hot broth, which will help to warm up while keeping it silky and smooth. Before adding my terbiye, I blend all the vegetables that are soft into a puree. Then again, while stirring gently, I pour the terbiye into the pot. Because we use egg yolk and flour, it will continue to thicken. So you will probably need more hot water. Make sure to keep it ready to adjust the consistency. I add the salt in the last minute after the terbiye is also cooked together, so which will also prevent to curdle the soup. Now the meat goes in, adding richness, stronger flavor and more nutrition. I tasted my soup and added some more salt and black pepper. It already looks perfect as it is, but I like to finish it with one more touch: a butter and dried mint sauce. This is a very Ottoman way of finishing soups. We often use either butter with mint or butter with pul biber to add extra richness and flavor. I want to cook the mint a little bit in the butter, but not to burn it. Then pour it onto the soup. But don't stir the sauce all the way in. We want that beautiful marbling on the surface, so we can spoon some of it into each bowl when serving. It looks a little bit thick, creamy, smells beautiful because of the butter and mint sauce and everything. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It is very soothing, not very sour, but it comes fresh with the lemon and very creamy yet light. And you also get the taste of the broth, of course. The vegetables, the leek and potatoes give a beautiful body, but you don't taste it at all. So it is also perfect for people who doesn't love leek that much. I was one of them when I was a child, but now I do like it. So it is also perfect for the kids. Very hearty, beautiful soup. I hope you enjoy making this Ottoman-inspired leek and potato soup. It is soft, balanced and grounding. The kind you eat slowly and feel better after. I hope it brings the same comfort to your table. See you next time.